the only thing which we need to do is put this login button below this edit text and make it stick to the right. So let's go and do that. Let me create another method which will be called create button, right? Same steps repeat. We need to make another layout params object for that button, which I'm gonna call login dimensions over here. So let me go down and initialize this login dimensions. It's gonna have wrap content in width, wrap content in height. All right. So that is what this login dimensions object will define. All right. So let me go and copy paste the stuff. Next thing, I need to set the text on the button by saying login dot. Next, we need to add rules. This should stick to the right side of the panel and it should appear below this edit text. So let's first put the part about sticking it to the right side by saying login dimensions dot add rule relative layout dot align parent right. Then I also say login dimensions. Here, this should appear below this edit text, right? So for that, I'm gonna say relative layout dot below over here. ID for this edit text, which is password value, I believe. So password value ID should be the edit text ID over here. There you go, password value ID. So that's exactly what we need. So here, I'm gonna go here and put password value ID over here. Alright, so at this point, things are almost done. Let me call this method create login button inside our onCreate method. As you guys can see, with all these methods, things look a lot more systematic. Otherwise, you won't even know the kind of mess you may be having inside your onCreate method. So that is the reason why I made all these methods. Alright, so here, add view, I'm gonna call login, and I'm gonna add login dimensions over here. Alright, so at this point, I think everything is done. Let me again run this. This time we should see something very final. Alright, so if you look at the output now, it will look something like this. You guys will be perplexed as to what is going on. This login button is coming at the top. We asked it to come below this edit text. The reason is we have not set an ID for this password edit text, as you guys notice over here. So let me actually put that ID over here by saying password value. I'm gonna say password value ID over here. And then if I select it at the left side and again run it at the top, now this time it should give us exactly what we want. Alright, so there you go guys, there you go. This is the basic user interface constructed using Java code. That's a solid 120 lines of solid code on Eclipse written right in front of you in this video. You guys can see that, right? So now we need to refine a lot of stuff in this to make it look just the way this looks, right? For starters, you guys can see that this edit text and this edit text are not really so good as far as the alignment is concerned. Here, this username and this password are aligned to the right of each other. In short, this password is aligned to the right of this username. So let's go and set that first inside our code. Find the password text view. I believe create password text view method contains this. Oh, there it is. Here we need to add the rule by saying password dimensions. What I want to do is I want to make sure that the right of this password dimensions text view and this username text view are aligned with each other. For that, I'm going to say relative layout dot align right, and here I'm going to pass the ID for that. The ID of this username text view, right? So username text view is, I believe, username ID over here. So let's actually select this and run and see how this looks. Alright, so things look good now. The ID and the username are aligned with each other, as you guys can notice over here. There is one small change that we need to do. Probably we need to set a layout gravity of right on this password so that it appears on the right side, just like over here. For that, again, we can go to our create password edit text method over here, and create password text view over here, which is this password text view, right? So for that, we find this method which says create password text view. Here we set the gravity for this by saying password dot set gravity. I'm gonna say gravity dot right, and bam, we should be done with this. So again, run this. Okay, so you guys can see now the password is towards the right side, just like what we want over here. Now there's another thing which you guys have noticed over here. Alright, so now what I need to do is, if you guys notice the output over here, this baseline for this text and this text is not aligned. So for that, I'm gonna bring this edit text baseline to this level. Alright, so for that, we'll go to the edit text over here, which is create username edit text. Here we add the rule by saying align baseline by saying align username value dimensions dot add rule relative layout align baseline. So for this, again, we need to pass an ID. We need to make sure that this edit text is aligned to this guy, right? So this guy, who's that guy? It is username ID over here, right? So let's go and save that again. And now the same thing, let's go and run this and see how this looks. So now if you guys notice, things look a little good because this baseline, and if you write hey over here, and this baseline, both of them are aligned because of that align baseline rule we just put here. However, if you write hey, this what you call align baseline is not the same, right? So for that, again, we need to change this to make sure that this edit text is aligned to the baseline of this text view. For that, I'm gonna go to the edit text, which is my password edit text, add the rule over here by saying I'm gonna give the ID of the password text view over here so that this edit text is aligned to the basement of this, right? It's password ID, I believe. Again, select this, click here, click run at the top. Alright, so now if you guys notice, things look a little good. We have this, what you call this, aligned baseline on for both of them. That looks good, right? Alright, so in the next video, we are gonna continue further from where we have left. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to my channel, comment, let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear from you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next bit. Have a nice day.